Thank you, Sunil. So, friends, let us move on to the session. Today's speaker, Mr. Rajendra Kadam or Raju. So, I am going to introduce you the face which you are constantly watching right from the day one and who is remotely controlling all of us from US. So, Raju Kadam is 1994 batch alumni of Industrial Electronics Department of VPM's Polytechnic. He was topper for all the 3 years of diploma, and with his remarkable merit, he entered the prestigious Technical Institute VJTI, where he completed his degree in computer engineering. Actually, about Raju's career graph, thereafter, the achievements and his real struggle behind becoming a successful entrepreneur, we are going to hear in today's session. So I'm not disclosing these details in this formal introduction. However, let me share few versatile fun facts as stated by Raju. You won't believe he is a barefoot runner, which started long back in his young age when he ran 16 kilometers barefooted at a stretch. He runs 100 plus miles every month. Raju is a hardcore volunteer. He is helping US field hockey to manage California state chapter field hockey website. He has managed Daughters Club website for more than 2 years. He worked with Pandora to donate laptops to more than 30 underprivileged kids in US and India. So friends, let me restrict his biodata here because we are going to hear a lot many things from Rajendra. But before the session begins, I will fail in my duties if I do not mention and thank our alumni, Mrs. Vidya Damle Verde, the person behind getting connected all of us to Raju. She is in audience today, I think. So Vidya, again, topper of Industrial Electronics Department, welcome to this platform and thank you so much for making the dream of NIAXR to conduct such webinar come true. So thank you so much and I request Rajendra to start his session. Back to Rajendra. Raju, are you ready?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Hello, everyone. You don't know how excited I am here to be today. Talking in front of Alma Mater, it's a dream come true. Never thought I would be invited to my own school. I'm really honored. I'm still pinching myself to make sure it's true. So thank you, VPM, for having me here. So now, let me introduce myself in detail. During daytime, I worked at a startup called Nuro.ai. We're into last mile delivery. We make bots, autonomous vehicles who help businesses in delivering their products to end users. For example, our bots have delivered Domino's pizzas to their customers using the driverless vehicle. I myself work as an IT infrastructure engineer managing collaboration tools that are being used to make these bots come into reality. So during daytime, I work at Nuro, and at night, I dream about a better online world. We help volunteer with many organizations to develop e-commerce website for their businesses. We also help our clients to outreach their users using social media. Basically, we take an end-to-end approach starting from logo design to creating your online presence that one cannot ignore. Just to give a quick examples, we help Best Buy store to display more than 1,000 products from their catalog online. We also did end-to-end platform development starting from logo design to online e-commerce platform. Krabby Shack is one of the famous restaurants in New York. Here you get only one thing, and that too in variety, crab meat. They have been featured into Netflix documentary. Be sure to watch it. Mac Shack is another popular place to go where you are served with the best dishes of mac and cheese. If you are a food lover and happen to be in New York, make sure to go to these places to give a try. We are happy to be partner with them. Before we move on, it all started with the Lions Hockey Club website, a field hockey club where my daughter plays. When I started managing this club, my first task was to create an online home, a better home, I would say. And in the last 3 years, many newcomers to Bay Area have discovered us through Google search. But before we talk all about this, let's start at the very beginning. Many of you know I'm a dreamer. A lot of things excite me. And immediately I go wild with my imagination. Since childhood, I used to think that I want to do great things in my life, but that I was not sure what does it mean and how to achieve it. Well, I'm not going to bore you with my childhood memories, but will give you a bit history about me to help you understand me better. You know, I'm a product of VPMs and very much proud of it. First, I studied in Dr. Bedekar Vidya Mandir, Thane. I was so-called bright student who used to get good grades that parents were proud of. But being shy and reserved, I used to get embarrassed when my classmates, schoolmates used to say congrats to me for being a topper. I still remember during first grade when everyone congratulated me for getting first rank in the class. I was confused and thought they were teasing me and end up crying in front of all. It just made me shy. I rather give exams but not talk in the school. Fast forward, I got good marks in 10th, and as everybody does, I took admission to science branch here in Bandodkar College, again VPMs. One thing I realized there that I'm not born to become a doctor. Those dissections of the worms, frogs, made sure that I kept away from medical branch. And that's still my career as an engineer right there. I got 98% in PCM during the 12th exam. Good marks, if you ask me. But being the first person in the family without proper guidance, I thought I would not get admission to any degree engineering college. So I didn't give much a try there. Also, I had not applied to any colleges for BSc course. So I did what I could do to save my year. Filled up VPM Polytechnic's admission form to get a diploma in industrial electronics. I was very disappointed in myself knowing all my friends went ahead of me to get an engineering degree. And I am here, stuck here back. It took me literally a couple of months to come out of this shell. But then I made a promise to myself. I will do what I can to get admission to degree engineering college. And not to any college, but to visit it, nothing else. Next 3 years, I was just a bookworm, studying, reading 4 to 5 books at a time for each course, making notes, solving last year's exam papers, noting down which are the frequently asked questions, understanding the probability of that question coming in the exam again. You know, I had excelled at this art of how to crack exams. And I was coming out with the flying colors too. but I was still not very happy. In my mind, somewhere I was criticizing myself. What a big deal, I had to say myself. Since you did 12th, so getting first rank is not a big achievement. And this used to hurt me a lot. It made me less confident. And end result, I was studying even more harder to make sure that I stay on course. Thanks to many great teachers and their guidance and encouragement, I topped in a final year too. Also able to convince my parents that I want to go to degree engineering rather than taking a job in Siemens when only 2 students from BPMs, including me, got the job through campus interview. And guess what? You will not believe me. I got into Visit AI, finally, yay. Although I did not get into electronics branch, but into computer engineering. To be frank, I didn't care much. I was still happy because many friends had earlier told me in Visit AI, there's a 100% job placement happens through campus interviews. So I was happy to be part of that college. Visit AI college was way different than VPMs. Now suddenly I was an underdog here. Many of my classmates were very bright students who had cracked 12th board exams and appeared into Maharashtra merit list. Most of them were very good at speaking English too. In fact, few students in my class never spoke in Hindi. So leave aside Marathi. I was very much impressed by them, and at the same time, I was very scared too. Again, I did what I could do, study theory and get good marks. You know why? Because I need to get a good grades to get a good job, right? Being a computer engineering student, I was supposed to be in a computer labs to get better at it. But I was so scared at that time because folks would laugh at me for not knowing the basics of computers. So I just used to tag along with my friends and somehow finish my submissions and get the marks. For exams, I used to mug up computer programs so that I can write them as they come. Did you say why? Hey, because you gotta get good grades to get a good job, right? Through campus, I got a job in Wipro as I hoped, but I have to move to Bangalore. Something I had never done before. I had never left my home earlier. During induction training, I was forced to talk in English as many others couldn't speak Hindi. English became our common language. I had to get out of my comfort zone. I was struggling, but I was making an attempt and progress too. During the first few months of job, I was scared as hell. Because now I had never done any hands-on with computers, as you know. So I was very sure that my Wipro colleagues will come to know this fact sooner or later. Again, I was getting more and more worried. Also somewhere, I was still not happy with myself. Chintatur Jantu. This poem was written by Govindagraj, Ram Ganesh Gadkari, and I had it in our school syllabus. It still stuck with me because it really describes me, who I used to be. person who tends to be worried all the time, no matter what. This gives me, guys, and actually, guys, that's the me on the ladder of the success. As you can see, I was successful for the outside world. Dad couldn't be happy that to see his son is earning in 5 digits when he himself hadn't seen that figure till he was about to retire. Everyone was thinking that I am a smart person and so was giving me respect, asking me for guidance on the things that they were doing. But if you ask me, I was still not happy. I was unnecessarily worried about more and more about things that were not in my control. My inferiority complex has taken a new shape. Yes, from Raju Kadam, I turned myself into Raju Rastogi, except without those rings. Instead, I used to wear a black thread around my neck. Unfortunately for me, I didn't find any rancho to get me out of this trap. And the result was I was continuing to worry about everything. Though in real world, nobody gave a damn about it. By the way, this movie, Three Idiot, came way later in 2009. And you'll not believe it. Director was another Raju, Raju Hirani. Isn't that a coincidence? Anyway, in a couple of years later, I reached here in California. Found the internet much more easily available. With the help from Google, I was able to name this feeling that has bothered me all this time. Imposter syndrome. I hope many of you might have heard about it. Otherwise, let me tell you about it. It means that you constantly criticize yourself and you think that you are not worthy of respect, which is a really bad feeling if you ask me. Now I knew the name of this demon, but I had not yet acquired skills to beat it. So my struggle continued. Search for happiness continued. At times, I used to feel very down, thinking I'm not going to achieve things in my life that really I wanted. But to be frank, I didn't know what I wanted to achieve, but always dream about doing something great. That's something I will be proud of myself. I was frustrated with the things that I haven't reached where I wanted to be. But people around me were doing so easily and so confidently. Let me be clear. I was not jealous of them, but just more disappointed in myself. Okay, are you still here with me? You can call this as the interval of the movie. Any questions so far? Can you please hold them till the end? Also, if you can, give me a thumbs up if you like it so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead with the second half of the movie. Year 2006. Something beautiful happened that started changing my life over the course of following years. So hang on tight. We are getting a twist in the plot here. Then I got a consultancy gig in order to manage Jira and Confluence, collaboration application inside the Cisco. Back then, Atlassian was just a small company with these two lovely products, which were getting more and more popular among the different industry segments. For the first time, I really like doing what I was doing. I felt the joy of doing it. I was scared. I was not scared, even though I didn't know anything about it. And rather than getting scared, I embraced this feeling and the feeling of being ignorant and jumped into it with all desire to learn everything about it. I salute to my manager, Yatman Laiden, for giving me all powers to manage these tools the way I wanted. I ended up developing a few apps for these platforms. I also got to know many Atlassian engineers and employees, including founders in person. Atlassian co-founder Mike Cannon-Brookes personally helped me to design my first Confluence app as a part of the first Atlassian app competition called Atlassian CodeGeass. Now I was spending time together with a lot of smart folks who seem to be so down to earth, teaching things all the way without treating you as idiots. By the way, that paper that I'm holding is something the scribbling that Mike Cannon-Brookes did for me. I'm still holding that paper and it's very dear to me. I also had the privilege of being featured speaker into Atlassian Summit. Atlassian Summit is a yearly conference held by Atlassian, which is attended by more than 50,000 Atlassian customers worldwide. The result of this, a lot more people started knowing me just because I was featured speaker onto this forum. You'll not believe, I got next my 2 jobs just because people noticed me talking into these events and somehow got convinced that I must be a real smart person to be hired on their team. In order to overcome the fear of speaking, I started organizing the Atlassian user group meetups, where all Atlassian user groups in a given area come together monthly, quarterly, and help each other. So I started organizing that group here in San Francisco Bay Area. I used to do, in fact, I used to manage everything to make this event happen, starting from getting the speakers, ordering the beer, ordering the food, getting the venue to kind of have this meeting conducted, everything you know. I was all over everywhere. This really helped me big time to overcome my stage fear. Also in 2007, I ran my first marathon. Running 42 kilometers, in fact, getting prepared for, it was a really great experience. Here I got few of my best friends with whom not only I continued running, but also I tried my luck with triathlons and lately into barefoot running. The picture you see, that was the first official barefoot full marathon I did in 2017 in a Napa Valley. I was the only barefoot runner in a freezing cold weather in the month of March running through this weather. Anyway, running barefoot is a divine thing, if you ask me. You should give a try. Yep, I have done it in India too, guys. As Agasha Madam mentioned, I have run from our village to my mama's village, distance of 16 kilometers in my bare feet. You will love it too. Just give a try. Trust with me. Like everyone else here, the internet has been a great part of my life. I always say the internet is a great equalizer. It has answers to everything and it is available to everybody. If anyone has to face a problem, there's a very high chance someone has faced that problem before. And hence, there may be already a solution available out there on the internet. That solution may not work for you exactly as it is, but it will help you to be creative in finding out the solving your own puzzle in a creative way. This internet age has given me access to so many Dronacharyas that I'm proud to be called myself their Eklavya that they are not even aware of. For all valid reasons, we are not being happy with Corona and the situation that is forced upon us and restrictions that we must live within. But believe me when I say that's the best thing that happened to me in my life. Me and my wife, and actually my family, haven't stepped out of home for single time for straight 75 days. Let me correct here. My wife, she's still homebound and want to complete her 100 days of self-imposed home arrest. But that doesn't mean we are scared, we are sacrificed fun and doing things. It's just opposite of it. Like many, we have reinvented ourselves. We have reprogrammed us. We are doing binge watch, movies, shows, you name it, we have seen it. My wife is cooking the best dishes that I always wanted to eat. Spending time with kids, taking care of our backyard, working 10 plus hours for office, you name it, we did it, or doing it right now. And the best part, if you ask me, Agashi madam remembered me during this time. Thanks to Vidya, as Agashi madam said, we got connected again. And this was beginning of the another great exciting project. This website, vpm.club, that you all use so far to attend this webinar series. Thank you. And last but not least, I have run 300 plus miles in last 3 months, averaging 100 plus miles per month. All of these miles came within home with no treadmill around. And remember, I have not gone out, right? Yes, all this distance has been logged in our living room. You can call me crazy. Sometimes I believe so. But I have nailed this art of running in our 25-foot hall. Recently, I completed my first indoor half marathon, distance of 21 kilometers in 2 hours and 19 minutes. I have run 2,760 times across our hall to complete this distance. So please don't tell me you couldn't do anything because of Corona. One thing I want to say here though, my sympathies and prayers are with everyone who suffered because of this virus. And many thanks to all medical staff who are helping us to get out of this situation. Thank you. These all experiences, trial and errors that I keep doing, help me to become more confident. I realize I have done so many unique things that many others just dream about it. I have agreed to myself that I should respect myself for all that what I have done so far. That I shouldn't be such a big critic of myself. And that finally helped me to nail the demon which bothered me throughout my entire life so far. Remember, at the beginning, I mentioned I wanted to do something great in my life. Remember? Well, now I really know what I wanted to do. And you will not believe I am doing it every day. That realization helped me so much to come in peace with me that I'm really happy about it now. Now I'm really enjoying myself and this journey. I'm not much worried about the destination. So so basically you still don't trust me, right? Because idea here is wanted to tell you that you can do it. So you need definitely more proof, right? To make sure that you really believe what I'm saying, correct? So please wait before you come to the conclusion. Let me introduce you 5 people that are so close to all of us, and you're still not aware of their achievements. These are local heroes that you should look forward to and understand if they can do it, you can too. Rather than seeking inspiration from superheroes, right? Speaking of superheroes, I used to love late Kobe Bryant. His dedication to game of basketball was worth admiring. This picture that you see is from the last game that he played here in our Bay Area against our local team Warriors before retiring. He's one of the amazing person that I think I ever known, one of my best superheroes. Also, these are more superheroes I grew up with. I really hoping that one day I will meet all these fine people and talk about so many things I love about them. Correct? Guys, if any one of you can help me to get my wish come true, I will be grateful to you forever. Trust me. Okay, we are going to talk about local heroes, right? So it's time to introduce our first local hero. Many of you may be knowing Mr. Sunil Nagre. He recently started working as a faculty here in VPM's Polytechnic. Do you know that he is the first engineer from his family? Also, how many of you really know that he has cleared UPSC mains exam and now getting ready to overcome the next hurdles so that he can become one of the most coveted IAS officers that we all will be proud of. When you meet him next time, congratulate him, please. Ask him how he got into UPSC exams and everything with his engineering background. He would love to answer you if you have any questions around it. So congratulations, Sunil, one more time. Now to our second local hero, Anand Marathe. Anand studied with me here in our Polytechnic during our first diploma year. But I didn't know much about him back then. He failed exams in the first year, but later, with determination, finished all 3 years to complete diploma course. Now, over 14 plus years, he is having a successful career here in America, Portland, Oregon to be specific. And that's not all though. 5 years back, he was riddled with stressful health issues and was forced to go on medication. Determined to improve his health, he decided to walk or run 10 miles every day. And in the last 4.5 years, there is not a single day when he has not done that. Rain or shine, you will see him on the trail. Limca Book of World Records has acknowledged this and entered him into their book of records for this awesome feat. Congrats, Anand. We are really proud of your comebacks and tenacity that you keep showing. Congratulations. You know, a great thing about this seminar series for me, I really got to know all the awesome entrepreneurs here, and that are really great among themselves. They have all talked here in this series so far. Hence, I'm sure you must have attended the talk by Amit too, Amit Mahajan. But did you know that during his school days, his teachers once scolded him, saying the best thing that he will do in his life after growing up is Taporigiri at Talaupali, the lake in Thane that everybody who is from Thane may be aware of. But the good thing is, he didn't care about it, what the teacher said. He rather believed in himself. And look at him now. He's a successful entrepreneur and founder of 3 companies. Best part is, he just got started here. We all wish Amit good luck for his all future endeavors. हा माझा भासा आहे ज्याचा मला खूप अभिमान आहे. He is my nephew that I'm really proud of. He's studious and smarter than me. He did his diploma from Somaiya College and later degree from Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. But that's not the reason I really like him. At the age of 26, he decided to learn proper swimming. Over the time, he started enjoying swimming and started adding distance to it. Soon, a few laps across the swimming pool were just not enough for him. So he pushed himself and gave a try to long distance event that many of you may have heard before. Swim from Dharamtar to Gateway of India, Mumbai. He swam 36 kilometers in 9 hours. Have you ever done any activity for 9+ hours straight? Obviously, other than sleeping. Imagine. Being a self-taught swimmer, he struggled in his preparation. But that did not stop him from doing long distance swimming. In fact, he got addicted to it. Motivated with his earlier success, he decided to try the ultimate dream that every long distance swimmer has. Swim across English Channel. Distance of 42 kilometers. Every swimmer's ultimate dream marathon, if you ask me. Next 2 years, he used to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning, swim at local club here in Thane for 3+ hours, go to office, come back, go to swimming pool again at the night time, straight again. At the weekends, he had an even more hectic schedule. He used to spend even more longer hours at a swimming pool. He was hardly even visible at his home. I still wonder how such irresponsible behavior was encouraged by Deepti, his lovely wife. Kudos to his hard work, he did swim freezing cold English Channel successfully and his very first maiden attempt. We are so happy and proud of his Samir. By the way, he is attending this call. So if you have any questions, you can ask him at the end of this call. Also, I'm very happy to say that I'm really hoping that TCS, where he worked for so many years, really aware of how lucky they are to have this smart, passionate engineer on their team. And now to our last example. Late in the 90s, one family immigrated from Punjab, India to America with not so much to start with. They struggled on their own, but their older son found peace with computers. He kept fiddling with any electronics device that he got his hands on, determined determined to see how that thing works and find out how he can get the best out of that. Fast forward, this fine young man got a full scholarship for an undergrad program at Stony Brook University, Long Island. He's one of the best guys I came across. Very humble, always ready to help to his friends, and of course, technically very sound. And in him, I found my first rancho, if you ask me. Now you may have this question, how I end up I knowing him, right? It's all because my nephew Atharva, the first idiot I know from since his birth, who is currently studying in the same undergrad school with him. In fact, I was able to meet two more idiots, Goga, like T. Boba, and Avik. These are all guys just like you, still studying, but very passionate about what work they do, things they learn. And I see a very high potential in them, just exactly the way you have it in yourself. Sam, Goga, Avik, and Atharva, thank you so much for all fun time. I'm learning more than you guys learning from me, if you ask me. So really I appreciate for keeping faith in me. Now you may say, this is all fine, Raju, but what you should do to get better? Did you see any pattern so far that can help yourself to get noticed? I would love to hear how you are planning to be creative. Still want to know Guru Mantra to get there? Okay, guys. So here is my mantra. Be hands-on. There is no alternative to hands-on. Remember, my problems could have been gone easily if I had a little bit attention to doing actual things rather than just going to theory. Theory is good. It has its own place. But too much of it is not going to help you build things unless you're trying to build one, right? So always try to get hands-on. As I mentioned earlier, internet is a great guru. Make it as your best ally and know about anything, everything from it. There will be many things you will run into videos, run into people, they are really saying something that really doesn't make sense. But trust me, over the time, you will find a lot of reliable sources and you will make your own library to which you will keep referring. And this internet, YouTube will keep you adding more and more stuff that will keep you more and more mature. Other thing that you can do is find similar funded folks. Not only in your town, find out across the globe. There's so many online meetups happen just because of this corona. Take advantage of it. Just appear into any online conference now. See how people are doing it, what they are doing, what kind of code they are writing, what kind of things they are doing. Correct? Find those folks, find the forum they are active, and be part of it. Then other thing I will highly express to guide you to write, express yourself. Because as you start learning, you will understand that you have got a lot from this community of internet, blog, and everything, right? So there might be something very unique that you learn, that you think that these people might get help from you, correct? So write a blog. And trust me, one more thing. Over this course, I have interacted many of you guys. And I really feel, guys, no offense here, but you really have to improve into your creative writing. In order to just write good, you guys go to a shortcut called GUD. In order to say sorry, you guys say SRE. This is not really going to help you guys to make an informal presentation, to write an informal email. You have to get creative. And this is where this blog will help you, if you ask me. And if you ask me, I myself do all these stupid things. I have my own blog that I will share in a next slide, where I write all things that I learn, or all things that I think somebody will learn from me. Trust me, as I know, internet has a lot of teachers, but hey, there's always somebody somewhere find the wavelength, correct? Who knows? You can become a guru for somebody else, right? So for that, you have to write yourself first. The next thing that you want to do is volunteer. Should we mute someone? So if you want to learn new skills, I will say try out those things by volunteering. It's best place to work as a volunteer in a non-profit organizations, because they are very happy to see you devote your time to their causes, right? And they are very considerate if you make any mistakes. So you can learn right there on real job without any real pressure. Because remember, you are helping out. So you are not really bound by anybody here. And you can do mistakes, learn from there, and keep improving yourself and make that community, make that volunteering project much better. And best thing, if you ask me, it's very rewarding. Satisfying that you are doing your tiny share to help change this world in every possible way. So you are doing, seek the change that you want to be, correct? And last but not least, be humble, arrogant on the internet. As I mentioned earlier, internet remembers everything. Whatever you say, whatever you do, so do not disclose your personal information when you are writing a blog. Please remember that. Share only on need-by basis. And keep that in mind. You make mistake, internet may not forget you. Internet may not forgive you. So just be careful there, guys. Okay? So I think if you learn one thing from whole this series, we all will be very happy, right? If there's one thing that you can get out of this webinar series, you have to remember that you are unique. You are all born to make great things happen. Question is, are you aware of it? Are you ready to ask yourself this question and pursue to find it out? And lastly, I just want to say a big thank you to my Pongbot team here, who are there here with me all the time, helping me to complete projects, but staying behind the scenes and allowing me to take credits all the time. I owe you guys for big time, okay? So with that, I will open the floor for questions. And remember one thing, I believe there are all other speakers are also on the call here. So don't hesitate to ask the question so that you can directly connect to them. Examples I that gave, and all the three idiots and everybody, they are all in attendance here. So feel free to ask anybody and everybody question. Their emails I already shared in my previous slides, so you can connect them offline also. Thank you guys. Thank you for having me here.